What some are calling the most restrictive abortion ban in state history. The governor put pen to paper today, signing off on HB 5. Under it, most women in Florida will not be able to get an abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. That's instead of the current 24-week limit.
This is a time where these babies have beating hearts. They can move, they can taste, they can see, they can feel pain, they can suck their thumbs.
Under the new law, there are no exceptions after 15 weeks if the pregnancy is a result of rape, incest, or trafficking. There are exceptions if the mother's life is in danger or if there is a fatal fetal abnormality. But 2 physicians would have to sign off on that. Groups opposed to the new law are calling it an attack on fundamental freedoms.
It means that our governor doesn't care about our health care, that our governor thinks that our right to make our own medical decisions that's best for ourselves and our family doesn't belong to us, but belongs to him.
So how many people will this affect in Florida? Last year, nearly 94% of abortions were performed in the first trimester, so they would not be impacted by this new ban. Now, this law is set to take effect on July 1st, but it already faces a major legal challenge. That's because it mirrors Mississippi's abortion ban, which is being debated in the Supreme Court. 10 Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen spoke to a constitutional law expert who says that may not be the only challenge the new law could face.
There's going to be 2 lines of attack that challengers are going to bring against the law.
The first legal challenge to Florida's 15-week abortion ban, that it violates the U.S. Constitution. It's already playing out in our highest court, with a case about Mississippi's abortion law, which Florida's new one is modeled after.
Under Roe v. Wade, a 15-week ban on abortions is unconstitutional. The reason the law was signed and enacted and signed anyway is because the Supreme Court could change that as early as June.
There are 3 potential outcomes of this Supreme Court case, and each impacts Florida's new abortion law differently. 1, SCOTUS could uphold Roe v. Wade as it currently stands, and then Mississippi and Florida's laws would be unconstitutional and struck. Now 2, SCOTUS could adjust Roe v. Wade to say 15 weeks is constitutional, and Mississippi and Florida's laws would stand. 3, the court could overturn Roe v. Wade. Then these new laws would be constitutional, as well as further restrictions. The second legal challenge, that it violates a privacy clause in Florida's Constitution.
The Florida Constitution protects abortion rights more stringently than the United States Constitution does.
Local Planned Parenthood leaders already say they're considering legal action for this reason.
We are certainly looking at legal options. As I said, this is unconstitutional.
Law professor Virelli says Planned Parenthood would have a strong case, but adds membership of Florida's Supreme Court matters.
We have a new Supreme Court, a relatively new one, many of whom were appointed by Governor DeSantis, and I believe all of whom were appointed by Republican governors.
2 courts with the potential to overturn decades of precedent, allowing this new law to stand.
The decision from the Supreme Court could affect abortion laws across the nation. Let's take a deeper dive. Now take a look at the map we've made using data compiled from the Washington Post. Florida joins 2 other states banning abortion after 15 weeks. Now you'll notice Mississippi, it isn't listed. That's because the legislation was blocked from becoming law while we await that decision from the Supreme Court. Now take a look at this. 2 states have banned abortions after 6 weeks. Texas first implemented this law, but it's facing challenges within the state. And finally, the big one, trigger bans. Wyoming just recently passed a law which would ban all abortion if Roe versus Wade was ever overturned. A dozen other states, you see them there in red, already had these laws on the books. Now, not everyone is trying to restrict abortion. These states in purple have laws that protect the right for people to get abortions. Moral of the story here is there's a lot riding on this upcoming decision from the Supreme Court.